What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to probably what's going to be like a pretty, raw video, like no real jump cuts or anything. I'm just going to record this, upload it straight to YouTube, and today I just want to give my thoughts about the recent announcement about Players Cup 2. So if you don't know, Players Cup 1, I guess we have to call it that now, Players Cup 1, also known as the Great Players Cup, was a qualifier, or there was a qualifier for it, which was the International Challenge. And from there, you proceeded on to a multi-phased tournament. I didn't qualify the first time around. This time I think I should be able to, but the first time around, I didn't do too well. I just played very awful. My team was bad, a lot of stuff. But I liked the concept of Players Cup. I thought it was interesting. Basically, after reaching, I think it was like top 50 or 100 or something in your region, you would proceed on to the next round. I'm assuming we're keeping that format for this version, but the issue with it is that we've been playing Series 6 for a couple of weeks now. And Series 6 was a format that banned the top most used Pokemon from both singles and doubles in VGC. But the issue isn't that we are playing that, it's that we're going back to Series 5. Now I'm not complaining too much. I'm fine with it. But the issue is we have nowhere to practice. We have absolutely nowhere to practice this format except for with our friends, which, granted, if you have the right friends, you can practice, but it's not easy to get matches for this. So here's what I mean. Right? So basically, on cartridge, we have already updated the rules for the ranked battles, so we're using Series 6 rules. Also, on Showdown, while we didn't update VGC 2020, while you can still use, I don't know, let's just grab that. Well, like, here's just like a team that I have in my team builder, right? If we go to VGC 2020, like, Battle Stadium Doubles is where we're keeping the Series 6 rules, but VGC 2020 has Series 5 rules. The issue with this is, if you go on VGC 2020, you're going to be facing a Series 6 team, because a lot of people didn't get the memo that this is still Series 5. I don't care about my ranking. A lot of people didn't get the memo that this is still Series 5 on VGC 2020. So the issue is, like, we have nowhere to practice for this without our friends. Like I said, like, if you guys want somewhere to practice, go with your friends, join a Discord, do whatever. That's my main complaint about it. I'm fine with it, though. Like, I'm overall fine with it. I think I should be fine to practice. I want to talk about Series 5 in general, though. Series 5 was a very controversial series. Some people hated it. Some people loved it. I was okay with it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. But we're going to see a lot of Pokemon that we haven't seen for a couple of weeks now. And it kind of feels like forever. Togekiss, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Dragapult, Tyranitar, Amoonguss, Venusaur, Torkoal. All of these were banned. Or not Amoonguss. Amoonguss wasn't banned. But Torkoal, Venusaur, Incineroar, Cinderace. I feel as though what we're going to be seeing on Players Cup, since a lot of people are really committed to qualifying, expect to see more Ally Switch than usual. Ally Switch is such a useful tool in the game. You can reveal it late game just to, mess someone up. Like, hey, you can't predict it at that point unless it's like a very obvious Pokemon that would run Ally Switch. Typically, they're on Dusclops. I feel like it's going to be a very useful tool. Now, if we look at Dusclops usage, as you can see, 35% of them are running Ally Switch. In fact, over Will-O-Wisp, which is really interesting. So, we're going to be seeing a lot of Dusclops, a lot of Tyranitar. Hashtag Tyranitar is over party was a lie. As you can see, it likes to run like Lash Out plus Dusclops. It's really interesting because you just self-proc the weakness policy. What I believe is going to be really dominating, though, in this format is actually probably going to be more like hyper-offensive teams. Like, hyper-offense was something that was really, really annoying in Series 5. While it is annoying in Series 6, Series 5 I think is a little bit more prone to it because we have such hyper-offensive mons. As you can see, Cinderace is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the format. It is able to run a Life Orb, change its typing on the fly, and click moves like Bounce, Iron Head, and High Jump Kick as their max form. So, like, Max Airstream from Cinderace makes it the best flying type in the game, ironically. even though it's not flying type. And some Cinderace don't even act as a fire type. Like, they will literally not run a fire move because you can run Sucker Punch over that and get probably better coverage. So yeah, that's something to note. Another thing is that you probably won't be seeing too many Lapras because Gmax Rillaboom was notorious for messing up Lapras. Because Gmax Rillaboom with the Miracle Seed and an Adamant Nature and Max Attack one-shots with its 150 power, with its 150 base power max move. So that is something to watch out for. You probably won't see too much Lapras. You probably won't see as much Porygon Z because Porygon Z had a bit of trouble versus teams that were just straight up hyper offense, like that better hyper offense. It didn't do well versus Tyranitar either. Porygon Z's worst matchup was probably against Tyranitar since it walled everything it wanted to go for. So yeah, you can expect a lot of that. I feel like Indeedee coming back is something that's really interesting. While Togekiss is known for its ability to follow me, as you can see, it's the third most used move on it. It's a super versatile Pokemon that typically wants to take more of an offensive role with a support option. Indeedee has been pretty much hard support since day one. As you can see, Indeedee female typically runs pretty much these three items: Focus Sash, Psychic Seed, or Safety Goggles. I'm a big fan of Safety Goggles. It helps you deal with Amoonguss. Follow Me, Expanding Force, Helping and Protect is the standard. However, Safeguard is nice for supporting with Amoonguss. And also versus Venusaur. Venusaur is something I haven't covered. I want to stay on Indeedee real quick, though. Indeedee is really interesting because Zarina has seen a lot of usage in Series 6, strictly because it helps with the priority moves that you will see a lot. Rillaboom being gone made Zarina very, very good. And now that Indeedee is back, you're not going to see any Zarina. I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, but it's really interesting because it stops Fake Out. It is able to make a lot of strategies that otherwise wouldn't be too reliable, very reliable. Like, I guess, Surf, Colossal, if that was a thing. You don't see too much of it in Series 6, but it's really good for stopping things. It makes Trick Room very easy to set up. It's such an interesting Pokemon. Next up, Venusaur. One of the most controversial Pokemon. Back when it took more of a supportive role in Series 4, where it was just spamming Wide Lens Sleep Powder, it was really scary. As you can see now, Wide Lens has dropped to 2%, because Gmax Venusaur is so freaking terrifying. It's able to set up a grass version of the flames that Gmax Charizard sets up, which do a lot of damage, especially since this thing can naturally boost its special attack with Max Ooze. But once those vines are up, it's super scary. It's one of the fastest Pokemon in the format. It can run Sleep Powder on the lead in case you predict it to go for the Dynamax. So if you predict wrong, if you're like, okay, this thing's going to go for Dynamax, and you decide to Max to eat the hit, and you get Sleep Powdered, it's very hard to recover. So Venusaur, Torkoal, very scary combination. Along with that, Venusaur, Torkoal, they can function fast or slow. Like, it's usually Venusaur, Torkoal, Charizard, and then a Trick Room mode with like Dusclops, Tyranitar. That's probably one of the scariest things you could face in this format. So yeah, a lot of things to look out for. Overall, I'm excited for Players Cup 2. I liked Series 5. I feel like Series 6 was a lot of fun, but now there's very little incentive to practice it. So yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are on Series 5, guys. Do me a favor, leave a like on the video, turn on notifications if you guys want more Pokemon content, more competitive Pokemon content. And also, if you guys want to support the channel, for just $1 a month, you unlock weekly videos. And this week's weekly video is actually my Series 5 Players Cup 2 Team Builder, where I team build around Indeedee Thievul for the final time in 2020, I believe. So yeah, with that, I'm going to call it, guys. Have a nice night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.